Bitcoin's in your back pocket, the next generation for independent artists, and Jerry the Bear fights diabetes with Bitcoin. Today is Monday, August 11th, 2014, and the price of Bitcoin has dipped slightly to around $575. I'm Seamus Calder, and here's what's happening today in money and tech. Nuovocard International has announced its new Bitcoin point-of-sale solution that will let consumers trade, buy, and sell Bitcoins using a debit card. But not just any debit card. The system is based on the Nuovocard, a magnetic card with its own unique QR code which can be swiped or scanned across any Android or iOS phone or tablet to make Bitcoin payments, boasting to enable carrying the power of Bitcoins in their back pockets. The company plans to officially launch the new Nuovocard POS solution on the Google and Apple stores and their own website by the end of September. In the meantime, founder Neha Arora says, "The propagation of a revolutionary Bitcoin POS system like Nuovocard is imperative. For this we need all hands on deck. Hence, we are sending out a loud beckon and call inviting Bitcoin exchanges throughout the world to partner with us. A symbiotic relationship between Nuovocard and popular Bitcoin exchanges will only in turn lead to an exponential growth in digital currency users." Danish exchange CCEDK and 2.0 cryptocurrency NXT are partnering to launch the NXT Digital Goods Store this week, offering a new platform for independent artists to sell their material. The new platform will allow musicians and other content creators to sell their content directly to their customers via the NXT cryptocurrency protocol, which enables the fast, easy transfer and trading of any digital asset rather than relying on expensive middlemen. The platform is also designed to profit from sales of the NXT cryptocurrency instead of the royalties or commission on the content itself. As NXT's Dan Kindly explains, most digital media stores take a big commission from their artists. If you're struggling to get started, that can represent a real barrier to your career. NXT's Digital Goods Stores allows anyone to list their tracks for free. They get to keep 100% of the revenue. That's money that can go back into marketing and development or be returned to customers rather than ending up in the pockets of a big corporation. The U.S. consumer finance regulator, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, today published a consumer advisory warning to the public entitled "Risks to Consumers Posed by Virtual Currency," which goes through a list of the potential uncertainties or dangers with using digital currencies such as Bitcoin, XRP, and Dogecoin. As Director Richard Cordray explains, virtual currencies may have potential benefits, but consumers need to be cautious and they need to be asking the right questions. Consumers are stepping into the Wild West when they engage in the market. The federal agency is also working to gather feedback and complaints from consumers having troubles with Bitcoin companies, including exchanges. As CEO of Bitcoin exchange CoinSetter, Jaron Lukasiewicz, sees it, the CFPB's bulletin provides a comprehensive list of the risks associated with Bitcoin, and I encourage anyone who is not already familiar with them to read it. Not covered in the CFPB's letter are the many benefits to using Bitcoin, including the fact that it is a low-cost alternative to banking for underprivileged families. Mexican Bitcoin exchange Bitso has officially launched out of beta, adding a few new initiatives to help with the transition. Thanks to full integration with local payment service Comprapago, exchange users can fund their account from over 130,000 terminals across Mexico, including at some 7-Elevens and Walmarts. The company is also adding a valuable new referral program, offering users 10% of the trade commission generated by each new customer they bring to the platform. As CTO Ben Peters explains, "The market in Mexico is still very nascent, and so we're doing everything we can to encourage participation." A Lake Tahoe property has been sold for $1.6 million in Bitcoin, or about 2,739 Bitcoins. The 1.4-acre property, located in a private luxury recreational resort Martis Camp, was sold to an undisclosed Silicon Valley entrepreneur. According to Brian Holm, Martis Camp's director of sales, the idea to pay in Bitcoin came from the buyer, saying, "When we originally heard the idea of Bitcoin, everybody had a little pause. We weren't educated to how the transaction would go. Thankfully, leading Bitcoin payment processor BitPay came to the rescue and assisted Martis Camp with processing the record-setting transaction." Jerry the Bear is a teddy bear with diabetes, designed to help children with type 1 diabetes better understand their condition and medical procedures. Children have to feed Jerry, monitor his blood sugar levels, and give him his insulin. Now Spraddle, the company behind Jerry, has begun accepting donations in Bitcoin thanks to BitPay. So far they have raised around $40,000 and are now aiming for their stretch goal of $179,000, which will allow them to bring Jerry to 5% of the nearly 12,000 children dealing with type 1 diabetes. As their website declares, "Our mission is to get Jerry into the hands of every child newly diagnosed, and we won't stop until we do." Find more exclusive interviews from the recent Coin Congress San Francisco conference, as well as more information on today's news stories at moneyandtech.com. I'm Seamus Calder, and thanks for watching Money and Tech's Daily News Update.